Hi guys, Scatlink here. Welcome to my modding showcasing sub-series, Hats Off to You, a series of which we try out community-created hats, costumes, functions, singular levels, full chapters, or time rifts created by the Hat in Time fan community via the Steam Workshop. This will also include any challenge roads of which will have their own video dedicated to earning ourselves a trophy, of which would otherwise be permanently missed. We are on the cusp of winter, so who knows if they're going to add more stuff to the winter event, because other than last time where it was repeated with additional stuff on top, we don't know what's coming, because it's not been announced yet. But I want to get this challenge road before that, as well as a charity livestream happening on the 22nd of November. So please check that out on Capadaman's channel. I want to put that in right now, because it's for charity. But since we're in between the transition from Halloween to Christmas, we have a few Halloween-themed mods in here. Well, we have one, but a couple of them take place in a forest, so it kind of makes sense. In fact, we have a returning level, Forest Cascade, so we'll be blasted through that. There is one Rift token in that level if you haven't grabbed it already. I believe we covered that in Challenge Road 17. It will be in the description as well on screen when we go through it, since it's a repeat, so there's nothing for us to grab there. Not even a mod Rift token, I've already got it. But we have 3 new levels here, so let's start backwards, shall we say, because I've already covered the Forest Cascade. We have Through the Forest by Nachito. Enjoy this little mod in which Hat Kid travels through a little forest. Now, you can actually see from the thumbnail right here, some of these branches to jump on are a little bit tricky. Next up, we have the Giving Tree, a time rift. It's a Giving Tree. The Giving Tree has a gift for Hat Kid. Come and claim it. Project of the Giving Tree is a simple little practice for level design. And the music is by Soulfie When the Sun Sets, which, considering the design of the level right there, makes perfect sense. Also, I know what dye they're using, actually. That's, I'll put that on when we get into that level, actually, because I have that dye. But yeah, this level is huge, and it's spanning, but there's not actually many collectibles at all. Seriously, the only collectible is the one Rift token in the Cascade Rift, which I've already mentioned. But this one could be a little bit of a lengthy one, but it's also quite involved, with Snatcher's horrendous demand for a pumpkin by Happy Job. We can see where things are going already. A Halloween-themed mod for the 2022 Halloween Mod Jam. Can you guess from the icon and name what it's about? Disclaimer, this level does not work with online party because it's quite specific on being quite linear. Credits for BitB for voicing the doodle and proofreading the dialogue, so no voice acting for me. Thank you, BitB, for once again telling me how to make my voice sound like the Snatchers in editing. But I don't have to do that this time, so it's the same Snatcher from Vanessa's Curse. Salutanus Orcanus for composing the special pumpkin subcom theme, and Sun Spirit for the 3D model for the cool Michael Jackson Easter egg. I think that's what the MJ stands for, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I actually spotted that in the level, but we will see that as we go through. So as I said, there's only one Rift token in the Forest Cascade. That's pretty early on. You won't see that in the speed up. Please check the original video for that, but it's pretty much on the way, and I've already got the mod Rift token for Forest Cascade as well. So we've got 3 out of 4 levels of pure commentary going on here. And I've also added stuff to the Roulette once again, so we should be able to pick some stuff up. There you are, you noodly nuisance. What do you want this time? And yeah, I've gone with a Marnie colour scheme for Bo Kid because I wanted to change it up for a little bit.
Hey kiddo! It's the spooky season, and that means pumpkins are growing everywhere in my forest. I want you to get out there and find the best pumpkin there is. Nothing green and soggy. It has to be a nice orange one because it's meant for a jack-o'-lantern.
It's your theme.
No contracts this time, but I got one of your timepieces. I'm sure this convinces you to help me out.
Alright, so our quest is set. Let's stick on this hat and get on running. Got to bounce on this mushroom to get over this gate here. And when I saw this bit, what does it remind you of? It reminds me of the intro to Majora's Mask, where you're doing the kick flips in order to, you know, enter the hole for Termina after Skull Kid steals your horse. But in this case, we can actually go further backwards. I don't know if that was intended or not, but that's the vibes I got immediately. Like, this is like the open clearing. Except for the fact that there was a bit of a hole here, but there's our pumpkin. You can see all these not very orangey, greenish pumpkins lying around, but this one looks fresh. It's nice and orange. But maybe this isn't big enough? Is there another one? Well, regardless, we're going to have to get this out of here. It's the orangest one that we found so far. Also, it's nice and fresh because of all the roots and all that. But you're going to be doing a lot of these jump tosses. You got to, like, toss it up because you will not be able to make these jumps with it in your hands. So, make sure that you toss it as you jump so you can get the height. Jump to me! That's cheating! This isn't designed with online party in mind, and there's no cheese in this because you need to bring this through you. Also, I heard a bang when we walked through there. Oh, I over-tossed that. That's a problem. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting up here without tossing it, so we've got jump, toss, climb up. You could probably make this one? No, you can't. Okay. Also, is it just me or is the music gotten a bit louder as well? Because of all these mods and the music being at different volumes, it's quite annoying to always sort that out in audio balancing and editing. Oh god, that's not good. It got stuck on the gate. Can I jump on the edge of the gate? Yes, I can. Good. Salvaged. And I love the smell of salvage. Where's he gone? Fucking note.
If you think I want to carve a pumpkin here in the middle of nowhere, then think again. Bring that pumpkin to my pumpkin carving station, trademark, by following the path to the left. P.S. If you forget my pumpkin because of any other carrying tasks, then I'll kill you.
I've never actually seen if that's possible.
P.P.S. Should you lose my pumpkin, try locating it with your hat ability.
Let's just hope it doesn't get stuck on the way, because I don't think there's a way of respawning this thing without dying, so maybe going complete in the area without the pumpkin is the way to reset the pumpkin's position by killing you? I'm not entirely too sure. It might just be faster to reload the level, especially within this challenge road, number 57, because, you know, you have to start from the beginning, and then you would have all your lives for the rest of the challenge road. I feel like when in a challenge road, similar to how it is in the boss rushes, Death Wishes, if you lose a life on the first level of many, it shouldn't take a life away from you because you're just going to hit restart anyway. But then that would also go against, you know, the Rift Collapses where it does actually take a life away from you. And if you lose all 3 lives if you haven't completed it before, you then have to wait 5 minutes, which is bloody stupid. Because you just want to hop right back into it and it just messes with your muscle memory. Also, you can see what I've had to do in order to get this across. It's kind of tricky. Toss that up on here. Don't worry, it will not burn. You can, though, so don't jump into the fire whenever you do. But we're making our way. There's a big wall coming up, so we need to make our way on top. This one we have to toss. If we jump up here, we can then jump normally up these next 2. And then you've really got to get, like, a forward momentum going here on this bounce. And then good luck on trying not to toss these off the branches. Because that would mean having to do this all again. Actually, just as a bigger thought, if I just jump here, and then jump on this. No, it's triggered by the pumpkin. Okay, so you can't cheese this. You do need to get the pumpkin up to the checkpoint, which is that swing. You are kidding me. Well, I missed it at the checkpoint. Unfortunately, that didn't trigger the swing to go down, so now I have to do that again, which is unfortunate. I was trying to show it off and see if I could trick it out. Again, I do play these in my own time on my personal file for practice, so that, you know, we don't have too much trouble during the challenge roads, and so I can cover them in detail, because we wouldn't be coming back for them multiple times. But that was unfortunate. Okay, what happened there is that I bounced onto the mushroom when not facing in the correct direction, and unfortunately that doesn't change your direction. I forgot about that kind of quirk when bouncing on mushrooms, and that messed up me tossing the pumpkin despite holding in the correct direction. You need to be facing in the correct direction. Right, let's try this again. Face in the correct direction. There we are, jump with it. This time, let's not just jump from a standstill. Face in the right direction. There we are. Now it lands here. Now that goes down. So even though I made it roughly 3 times, didn't actually count until I made this point. Do I need to do that? Yeah, unfortunately I do, because there's a mushroom there. Dang it. So let's get back on there. This level does have a nice beat to it, though, I will admit. I thought it would phase through me going downwards, but it kind of clipped me over, so it's fine. Alright, so I do have to toss this. Oh, no. Alright, I'm going to do a jump toss and then get it over, because I don't normally have trouble around here. As soon as I say, like, oh yeah, I do these ahead of time, so I know what I'm doing, and then I continuously mess up, it's kind of dumb. I did not mean to pick that up, but I don't think I'm going to be coming back too often here at this point. Now I've said that, watch what happens. I have messed up the final throw on this particular stretch, though, before. Don't? Okay, cool. Jump with it. There we are. And then jump, toss, jump again, and there we go. Because you tossing it is basically the double jump off the pumpkin. Oh. We need to use the pumpkin. Alright. Oh, hello. Ah, he has his cookies! He's having a nice time. Alright, we've got a cherry bomb here that we're going to have to leave the pumpkin behind, unfortunately. Can I actually deal with these guys? Hang on a second. Come on, then. Do your shockwave. I was waiting for it. Yeah, they're invincible, so you can't actually take care of these enemies. You just have to dodge them. So let's jump over here, get the dweller, blow this up. I didn't mean to be next to it, but I thought it was going to collide with it. Got another cherry bomb up ahead, which is fine. That was unfortunate. Jesus, how far do these shockwaves want to go? They're all intersecting. I want to go back for those hearts. Okay, that was immediate. Why did I have to wait a while last time? Alright, let's grab this and let's not keep getting hit by stupid nonsense. Gotta use these as little checkpoints to get through the swamp. Do little hops. There we are. So we don't get dragged in. Oh boy. There we go. Right, what's my health? Maxed out? Yeah, it should be because it's not on the screen. Right, dweller, bomb, bam. Nicely done. Oh, another note.
I just want to remind you not to forget my pumpkin.
Ha! Alright, Bo Kid, no need for that. But hey, look at that. The switch moved along with our pumpkin. The pumpkin got a bit janked up there, but at least we've got it. So that saves us trying to go through this entire platforming segment with the pumpkin. Saves a little bit of time there, which is very nice, to be fair. That's very fair. Like, if you did forget it up to that point, as long as it's left on the switch and you didn't go back for it, it takes it back for you. I was facing in the wrong direction again! Despite bouncing on multiple things, your direction doesn't change. Right, let's try it again. There we go. Let's bring it around for the icy area. I think I need to face in this direction. So I bounce on the side like that, but I didn't do it right. It's like strafing with a pumpkin. It's kind of weird. There we are. Nailed it. Wow, he was frozen there. Guess what? He's lying. Yeah, he was actually alive, even though he had no idle animations. That was close. Oh dear. No! Oh, well, it just popped back into existence. It's fine. Don't normally fail here, but yeah, I couldn't actually hit that guy for some reason. I walked into him twice. Well, I thought I did. Yeah, that's better. And I can just toss it there, land here. It makes it safe. Surprising how that this hasn't just gone splat. But we're at the final segment of the level, and this one's a little bit of a janky thing.
Oh, are you rebuilding that bridge? My minions were supposed to do that hours ago, but since you're doing that now, I mark it down as another contract-free task for that timepiece.
And it depends on how you're holding this thing. Because if you're facing in this direction to pick it up, that's the direction you'll be picking it up from. If you face directly in front of it, it'll be slightly off kilter, but it will be worked. You can work with it. And we basically just need to build this as straight as possible from the first one that's on a bit of an angle, so it kind of curves in on itself. Because you can't, despite what these ponds make you think, this is not the road to nowhere. You cannot walk on the ropes. And I'm just trying to ever so lightly turn. There we go. I can walk on that, because you will just fall right through. As you saw there, I didn't bounce on the edges. And you can't take the pumpkin over even if you could. So, the sign here is mostly just to...
need to reset the wooden planks.
Which we don't need to do. So, we need to use pretty much every single one of these planks in order to get across. Don't like the angle of that. That'll do. Drop it there. There we are. Yeah, somehow this doesn't just fall. The physics in Subcon are weird. And that's not the side that you can only pick them up on one side as well, where the prompt is. If you don't get a prompt, you're on the wrong side of the plank, most likely. Also, yeah, you just like, I'm a helicopter. Bokey-copter. Right, this is a bit, actually, no, this kind of works out. If I just get my angle right. There we are. Got a few more planks over here that we need to use. You don't need to really use all of them, but it just makes it easier if you do. Whoa, it bounced on top of me. I got squeezed. Let's get this plank over here. Just running without a care in the world, it's fine. You can see that I don't really need to continue building it at this point, but I want to get over to the semi-final platform at the very least. It just makes things easier. I'm not dropping these in the best way, but they kind of work it out for me, so it's fine. They won't move unless you pick them back up again. That's the wrong side. That's also the wrong side. Yeah, but as I said, you need the pumpkin to actually finish the level, so there's no way on cheating this. You have to do this normally. And you can't use hat abilities while you're picking up the pumpkin as well. So, kind of a nice anti-cheat sort of thing. And it's not too long of a level, it's just linear platforming with the pumpkin. So, not that I encourage cheating. Alright, final plank. Let's bring this over. Yeah, this is a pretty long bridge, but even so, if you were supposed to build these properly and split the planks in half to fit the width for the rest of the thing, it would not be enough. Okay, I'm surprised that... That's not even touching! That's not even touching! That counted? I fell.
Did you just try to get across the pit? What did you say about the ropes? It's not my problem you can't walk on them.
Yeah, so obviously that's the way that he gets you. I didn't actually get that dialogue before, but I kind of like tried to grab the ponds and I realised I didn't like land on them, so I did my double jump and got back on the planks. But there we are, some dialogue I didn't even hear about. But he basically mocks you for thinking, oh, this is just the road to nowhere, I'll just use the ropes. Nope, even that was thought of. Hello there, you! Here's your pumpkin!
Excuse me? What the heck's up with this small pumpkin? Were you not able to find anything bigger?
I'm pretty sure those are unique mouth movements. Oh!
How about this pumpkin is yours, and I'll go get one myself.
Did you also notice that she was shaking a blue potion that doesn't normally come from the brewing hat? That's the stuff that makes him vulnerable to being hit. Again, if I, oh, I've got the wrong one on, but yeah, it's not the same. Hang on. There we are, I've got normal brewing hat on, which is based on Vivian. See, the potion's purple, not blue, so it's specifically animated to be like that as well, which I think is pretty neat. But anyways, that's the level. On to the next. Look at the detail of this level. And such serene music as well, being so high up in the mountains. I'm not a fan of how rocky these walls are, though. I mean, like, look at that. I just hit an invisible wall already, because it's a little bit weird. Well, not an invisible wall. I actually hit the force field, but even so, it's quite hard to walk on the edges of these mountains because of how intricately modelled they are. As well as the texture. I mean, wow. The detail is insane. I don't think these are base textures within the game itself. I mean, the grass is. But yeah, the goal is to deactivate the force field so that we can make our way across these mountainous summits. Also, when you press a button, stand on it for a while, because sometimes it doesn't trigger unless you actually stay on the button for a while. There we go. Barrier's been destroyed. And it went off twice for some reason. Interesting. If I try to go a bit further forward, we've got two platforms there that look like they should spin into position, but we've got another button here as well. But how do we get up onto there? You can be cheeky and use the mountain as sides in order to try and get the height, or you can use those boxes and make a bit of a stairwell stack. What did this button do? Probably a fake button to make you think that that's not the button you need to press. And again, despite how expansive this level will look like once we get beyond this ridge, there are no collectibles. This is just exploration and platforming and puzzle solving. And it's impressive. It would be nice if there was some collectibles around here. I mean, you got some little puzzles like this where we got to find the portraits in order to get the next field away, which is over there. My lord. Now, as I said, with exploration, this is where this puzzle comes from. We need to find the 3 portraits. Then there's no, like, field or, like, pulsating thing that connects to the bonfire that shows you where they are. You just gotta find them. But they were pretty easy to find, to be fair. The first 2 are near the bonfire. The third, we gotta go on a bit of a journey. We can see that the, there's fire everywhere. That field is further off in the distance, so obviously these portraits will get rid of the fire barriers that are blocking those outer areas, so it can only be in this area. So let's go for a run. Well, listen to this awesome music. Now, I don't actually know what this music is from, so obviously I'm not going to be quiet for too long, but it would be recommended to use the scooter badge, just for a little bit faster movement around here, but obviously you can't use that while you are picking up the portraits. And there it is. I was about to go about too far then, but there's not really anything else other than making it all the way over there, which seems like that's where we end off. In that village in the mountains over there. With these smattering of houses, we got to make our way back, but technically you can be a bit cheeky. Just jump off the side, not take full damage, and we're back at the bonfire. A little bit of a speedrunning trick to get through the level just a tad bit quicker. Become one with the fire. There we go. Well, it didn't get rid of the fire in the distance over there, but it did get rid of the one nearest to us. But there is a force field in the way as well, so we need to deal with that before we progress further. So let's head over there first of all. See what we can do in the next area. Another switch, but there's not really any easy way on getting to it, so we will need to use these boxes. You may have noticed these. You can pick them up, and you can stack them on top of each other. That's basically what you need to do to get the height necessary. It's probably not the best place to put it there, but make a little stairwell. And there we are, we get the height needed. Step on the switch. Barrier's been destroyed. No ceremonious poof, but it's pretty basic. Doesn't need to be too ridiculous. Got 2 clock towers here. Wouldn't recommend going for them, though. And yeah, this would be a point where you wouldn't want the scooter badge because of the amount of jumping you need to do. You could probably get over these with certain scooter hops, but we got a massive force field here. Let's get a bit of height. Stretch out a double jump lunge. Should be enough. Just barely not enough. It's fine. We have boxes again. I think I did make it that way last time, but it don't matter. We only need to use a couple of boxes here. Easy climb up. Okay, that barrier got destroyed immediately. That one I had to press about 4 times for it to actually count in practice. I don't know why. Maybe you have to look at the barrier in order for it to blow up. I mean, the first button was a bit delayed. Don't worry, these won't fall. They are blue, not red. Double jump lunge for safety, because these are pretty big spaces. Give you a nice bit of a camera pan just to show how expensive this area is. It's actually insane. Alright, we've got more portraits, we've got another bonfire. Let's get on with that then. Let's build another stairwell. It's kind of the same puzzle, but, you know, the terrain is in fact different. Probably could have got away with 2 boxes there. Ah, I missed. It was only the one, though. And it was a mafia. Burn the mafia. How? Like, really? That ruined it. Oh, there's a warp. What's going on there? That wasn't there a second ago. Aha! That fire barrier's gone. So what's this purple swirly? Oh, it warps us back to the first campfire that we were already at. Well, that would have been a bit of a trip to get back to be perfectly honest with you. So that's actually a very welcome thing. So now we're basically back at the hub area. We need to run all the way through here again to beyond where the third blue portrait was in order to make it over there. I will admit that if you had collectibles in this level, it would break the flow of the epic music going with the expansive design of the level, but at the same time, a couple of collectibles wouldn't have been too bad. It wouldn't have been a pace breaker if you had skip animations on in the game settings. Don't need Dweller Hat for that one jump. We can skip that easily and keep the pace. Double jump, lunge cancel in order to get enough height to climb that wall. It's a bit too tall. Look at all that distance that we've traversed already within this level. Short time, but really expansive. And the music gets a bit more somber as we do our final climb for our timepiece. In order to enter a time rift that awaits us beyond. In the challenge road, of course. I actually almost did this in one full cycle of the music, which is pretty cool. Oh, the timepiece isn't here. It's another big warp. Where are we going? Whoa. An expansive field spanning off into the light. Just follow in a straight line. You're kind of guided. It's not expansive. There are invisible walls. Bit of broken grass there. Don't worry about it. There's our timepiece. That lighting is so epic. You can skip the first one, nice. Oh! Oh, okay! I just loaded in to... I'm actually wearing the DLC 2 Dignified dye. I put that on after next level. This is me going for the mod timepiece / mod rift token. And after doing that skip that you just saw me do, I forget that portraits are saved as burned. So I can literally just run to the end. There's literally nothing stopping me. So that makes getting the mod rift token / mod timepiece easier. So that's good to know. And while I pause to check the dye, because this is the one that's being used in this thumbnail, not the previous next level's thumbnail, so that was my mistake. Which I'll make after this, because how I edit these. I should have put on the scooter badge. I don't listen to what I tell myself. Beautiful level. Oh yes, that is in fact a rift, so we get a spin before we transition. And I have some stuff in here. Claim this prize. The Lesbian flag dye. And now we're in the thick of the jungle. Kind of flows really well if you think about it. We left the Snatcher alone at the bottom of Subcon Forest. We climbed the Alps through a mountainscape. Got teleported into a mystical forest that's not creepy, and now we're in the top treetops, where it's a lot less mystical and a lot more alive. There's a story here with this challenge road, and I like it. Although, the new Super Mario Bros. Music kind of takes it out of me a little bit. Also, Gothic Umbrella, it makes explosions with the accurate hook mod. And I misclicked. That was dumb. Let's not do that again. We use the hook shot to swing through the treetops, and we make our way up. Ha! Right, with that I hit my checkpoint that I just barely missed. Let's get onto that ladder. Take care of you. We're doing things in the tune. Platform that falls when we make the jump. Dodge the cannon, do not jump towards it. You'll be going the wrong way as we make our way through the treetops. And here comes the annoying jumps that we gotta do. Nathan Venture did not like this. The platform we need to reach is on the complete 180 side of the tree, but we need to, you know, obviously make the tree, and a double jump lunge is not going to cut it. And remember, when you double jump and then lunge, you go in the direction that you're facing after your double jump. So what you want to do is jump for the pond and go for the wall with a single jump, and then with a wall climb, after you jump off the wall, you use your double jump in order to get yourself aligned in order to double jump in the correct direction. Like this. And that's how you do these tricky jumps. That one's a bit of a dicky one as well, but I think you actually need to do a double jump lunge for this particular one. Which is very hard to make. We're going to have a lot of these jumps. Home attack you. Again, no collectibles here. We just got to make our way, but we've got some big cannons coming up here. This really does feel like one of those Donkey Kong Country levels in 3D, but if it was like in Donkey Kong 64 sort of thing. But you would have to probably do it with Tiny Kong because of Ponytail 12. Gotta do this again. Jump for the pond and to the wall, and then you can double jump, lunge in the correct direction after you jump off the trunk. Pro tip, get behind the cannon, and then you can jump on top of it for a bit of extra safety. Now this one's scary. You could get hit by the cannons as you're doing this, but you know what? Let's trick this out just a little bit more, shall we, and make things a bit easier. You can walk all the way to the end of these, and these coconuts are even solid. So that's pretty nifty. So what we want to do is jump on top of the cannon for an easy dodge, and we don't have to worry about that jump. But now we do in fact need the Dweller Mask for this. There we go. Easy. A little bit complicated, but it's easy enough. I did a double jump. That was wrong. Oh, we actually respawned on this very... Oh, no, wait. Hang on a minute. I've been sent ways back. Oh no. I went a bit too low. Is that enough? That was enough. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this bit again. That was a mistake. But it's fine because I can get on you. Ha! Alright, we're almost back to where we were. Alright, we're back to this jump. Right. Jump for the pond and the wall. I didn't exactly make it, but I should get the distance. There we go. Right. Double jump to here. Double jump, lunge cancel, home attack. Double jump, lunge cancel. And then we just got to go for it. Double jump, lunge cancel. Double jump, lunge cancel. Hook shot, jump, and we make it. All in one fell swoop there. That was a little bit panicky, especially since that as those platforms fall and they're not branches, that pretty much means you can't think about it, you just need to kind of go. But if you go in a flow and know what you need to do with those jumping around the trunks to get to the next platform, single jump to the wall or to the trunk side, then wall jump off, a double jump in the direction you need to go to, lunge and then cancel, you are good. Alright, so let me pop on the dignified die, because that's what this design is, with HackKid wearing it in the thumbnail. And let's continue onwards. I'll see you through the Cascade. Alright, I had a lot of trouble there at the very start where the chest for the Rift token was. I just couldn't get up there, and then I forgot what the hooks were. And again, when you see the branches of that tree, don't go for the tree branches, there's hooks to the right of that. And honestly, they're probably the most annoying parts of the level, other than those spinny parts where they tend you to use the time stop hat, but I got through there and I'm still at full health, so, you know. Anyways, that is Challenge Road 57, done. As you may have noticed, I clipped inside the, just in between through the forest and the giving tree, is that we got this die right here that I haven't shown off yet. The Lesbian die, which gives us a nice, kind of pink, orange and beige kind of colour scheme, makes it look very fruity. This is part of the Pride Pack by Noise. Happy Pride. Show your pride with a variety of flag colours. And I don't believe there's any of these communities missed out. Gay, lesbian, bi, pan, ace, non-binary, and agender flag colours. Now, obviously, I'm not trying to push my political stance, but I do have a few gay friends. So, well, actually, they're kind of heterosexual. They go both ways. But regardless of that, and my personal feelings on any of this, you get nice jazzy combinations that you don't normally get. But here's the thing. Notice that I don't have this enabled. Even though it says these ones are available through the Rift Roulette. Now, here's my problem. In order to actually put them in the Rift Roulette, I had to disable the mod while it's installed, and yet they are available. I've had this problem way back in the past, even when I started this project. Some mods that are that's supposed to be available in the Time Rift Roulette, either through finishing a Rift in the main game or as a mod outside of Challenge Roads, and even through the Rift Roulette by spending tokens, 3 tokens per spin. Some mods that are in the available through the Time Rift Roulette category on the Steam Workshop, and even if they specify it's available for the Roulette, some of them actually don't unless you disable them first. And that's a bit of a weird thing. You might have to check to see how that's been set in your mod itself, so that, you know, that doesn't cause confusion, because some mods that are in the available by Time Rift category on the Steam Workshop do actually specify in the description available immediately, and they tend to be immediately, but some mods don't specify, and then they end up appearing in your inventory straight up without needing to use the roulette. And that's kind of a weird thing, because it actually specifies here in the description, as you can see, through the Rift Roulette. But it's not. They are available in your inventory upon install, unless you disable the mod while it's installed. I don't know why this is a thing that's still going on to this day. It could just be people forgetting to set the thing correctly, and that's what they intended to do. But I'm just pointing it out because you can see it's disabled, and yet, well, I back out. Well, unless I enable and disable them again, it will remove them from my inventory. But, as you can see, I still have it equipped since that level because I just went through to get the other mod Rift tokens via the mod timepieces by going through the forest, which is why I'm talking about this now, because as you can see, we've done the challenge road. So, let's go give it another spin, since I'm grouping this all together in one, even though we grabbed the die. I haven't shown it off until now, because we've got a lot of stuff in here, but I can only go for one spin. And it's still doing the weird hang thing instead of fading in like it's supposed to. What have we got here? Okay, so that's from a different pack. Yeah, you know what? I'll claim that, because these are the pure plain colours. Pure blue. I'm guessing you know what's going to happen here. Haha! It's like we've been dipped in paint. A singular colour. And, you know, I don't have any die packs that give you singular colours, so this could be pretty interesting. Fortunately, this is also another one of those mods that aren't available in the Myth Roulette unless I disable them. The Single Colour Dice Pack by Litronom, a collection of single pure die colours, special love colours, without going overboard. And I just clicked on the Steam Workshop page. It is found in the Time Rift Roulette category, but if I don't have it disabled, they don't appear in the Rift Roulette. But this mod doesn't specify if they're supposed to be available immediately or not, but there is an available immediately category on the Steam Workshop as well, so if they were meant to be available immediately, don't set them as being in the Time Rift Roulette when they're not, and if you're intending for that to be, make sure it's done that way. It causes confusion, and even though it's a personal issue on my part, some other people may have this issue, and if it's how you intend for these mods to be accessible, you might want to know about it. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to point something out. You know, I've just gone through my entirety of all of the costumes and dyes that I have, and nothing looks as peachy as the lesbian flag dye. I mean, the closest that I've seen that I have available is... well, it's not really got orange in it, but Cute and Dangerous. But it's just mostly different shades of pink, which also looks pretty good for Kid, to be fair. But yeah, if you want a more peachy design, that flag colour, despite even if it's a flag or not and you don't support that, it's a very nice peachy starbursty colour that I kind of like. It does actually remind me of Starbursts now I think about it, like with the pinks and the orange ones, because they're a little bit, not pure colour, but just a little bit faded. It gives me Starburst Tropical, that's it! It's Starburst Tropical! You know, it actually kind of works with the Gothic umbrella as well, because candy canes and all that. This is a very sweet one. Also, I just noticed that my oh no, they're going green again now. They kind of matched for a second there as well, so it's kind of nifty. But yeah, so we got more mods available for the Time Rift Roulette, for the roulette spins, but unfortunately I only had enough tokens from this challenge road for another spin. But hey, that also means that we're on a clean slate on our Rift tokens still, in case if anything new comes out for the winter event. Now, if there's anything new, then obviously I'll have to cover that. Hopefully it won't have that leveling system from the summer event for this year, 2024, because that was annoying. And it's also different for everybody, so I had to go by what I had available and cover everything new as it happened. So it just makes things even more awkward in order to cover everything. And we're at Challenge Road 57. Is it going to finish on 64? I can only hope at this point. That would be kind of fitting, because you have... this was based on N64 collectible platforms of the day. But with that, I'll see you guys next time for more Hat in Time, as well as any live streams that we do, including the charity live stream, because I'm going to get this edited and out before that happens on the 22nd of November. See you guys then.